Now, I know you have not heard from me in a while, and there's a reason for that. Obviously, I've accepted a remote position, as I mentioned in previous video. As a result of that, I've been through about 4 weeks of training, and now I'm about 2 weeks out as far as live working independently. And I haven't had free time. By the time my shift is over, people in the house are coming home from work. So I don't have privacy at that time of night. And I don't have time during the day when I have the house to myself. And then I am studying a course. So I invest time in that. And I'm also trying to learn a language and also have a little bit of free time. So by the time I actually could potentially record something, I need to go to sleep because I can't stay up past a certain hour as I used to do in the past when I would record these, which would be late at night. So I just really haven't had that time. And so now this week I am house sitting and I have free time, I have privacy, and so I'm getting the content together while I can. Now, this is going to be about manifestation, right? And everything that I've just mentioned kind of is touching on that, right? In August, I set out with my intent to land a remote job. So that's it. I got to get serious. I have to put down a better foundation and set forth on what it is that I want. So it took about 5-6 weeks to land a job and all of that. And on the way through all that, I had received one offer, which I ended up declining. That was a little bit earlier on. And then there were 3 interviews that I had, and 2 of them didn't work out. And the one that I'm currently in obviously did. And that was a little bit of a hiccup because I had to go get my background check done and all of that and fingerprinting. And I ran into a hiccup with that, and it was frustrating. But through it all, I just kept going forward. Okay, it's just a hiccup. It's not a setback. Keep going. Keep going. I know you're not super excited about this position, but it is a remote position. And for all intents and purposes, it checks all the boxes. Take this job and just do it because it's a means to an end. It's a stepping stone. Everything that I have intentionally moved toward right now has been a stepping stone. So, it's providing me steady income and affording me the ability to sit in this beautiful house that I'm in right now, taking care of their pets while I'm working a full-time job and just really having a lovely experience right now and getting to feel like what it's like to be inserted in this kind of lifestyle in a very desired neighborhood. Okay. So yeah. Now, I mention all this because these are manifestations, these are intentions that are easily coming together now for me. And of course, as you continue on your frequency climb, as your frequency goes up and you clear more things in your conscious, you become more aware of things as you become more aware of your ego and what things you need to deprogram out of yourself. Obviously, you have better success at intentionally creating, whether it is through visualization or not. Okay? Because I know whether or not I visualize something, which, obviously a visualization is going to bring a much stronger result. If your visualization is still not there, that's no need to think that you cannot intentionally create things for yourself. And that's really where I'm going. So anyway, this was a stepping stone. This is a job that is filling the requirements that I intended. And it's an okay job. There's nothing really wrong with this job. Okay. And a couple weeks ago, maybe maybe a couple weeks ago, the job opening for one of the positions that did not accept my interview opened up again. And when the recruiter for the company had told me that they had decided to go with another candidate, but encouraged me to apply again. Now, normally I would have just said, okay, they don't really want me, and they're just saying that to kind of make me feel not so bad about being rejected. So I'm never going to apply to that company again. But this time I decided, no, that's not how I'm going to play this. I'm going to apply again. They encouraged me to apply again. That's what I'm going to do. And I sat there and I went through the whole 45 minutes of the application process again and put all this effort into it. And then I sent it out and I says, listen, they're either going to accept this and schedule an interview with you, or they're going to look at it and say, this cuckoo bird already applied. We already turned her down, and we're going to turn her down again. I was like, but either way, you're going to be okay with it. Right. And that's what I did. I hit send and I was like, that's it. So just free your mind of it. Know that you have a job. Know that it's fulfilling the purpose that you want it to fulfill, and just be cool with it. And that's what I did. And then I got a response from them, and they were looking to interview me again. I don't think they initially understood that, but I don't care because there's several different recruiters through the whole process. So I got myself a second opportunity to interview. And there were 2 interviews. It's a 2-interview process. So I met one of the team leads that I met with. She was in the first time I interviewed, and she's like, oh, I interviewed you before. I said, yes. So, we went through the interview again with her, and really nice, really easy. Everything just flowed. And then I had the second interview with a newer team lead. So it was an opportunity to have somebody new and fresh. And I really think that was the turning point, because in the first interview, I think maybe I struggled with the second interviewer. I don't think he was as confident in me as whatever. Nevertheless, I really hit those interviews. And that was Thursday. And Monday I got the offer. So why am I saying this? Because this job that I just interviewed for was the one I was more excited for. And the opportunity came back because I really wanted it. So I got that second opportunity and I nailed it. And I really, I did my homework on the company, and I really honed in on why I wanted to be part of that company, why I wanted to work there. Because I know at the end of the day, my long game, I know that this company is more aligned with what I want to do. And while the company I'm currently at is perfectly okay, and it has given me income, and it has given me the opportunity that I have right now, this other one was given to me because I wanted it and I intended it, and it came back. I got the second opportunity and it came back. I did not let myself get down about not getting accepted the first time around. And that's the ultimate point that I am trying to convey to anybody who is not really experiencing better life experiences, better manifestations. You're still struggling. You're still not fully grasping maybe ideas, concepts, mindsets, everything like that. It really is a process. It really is refining your mindsets, your thoughts, eliminating the really not conducive thoughts to the life you want. Right? And breaking free of your previous habits, your previous reactions, your previous responses, just your comfort zone. Your comfort zone is not just the place where you dwell. Your comfort zone is that place where you are responding and reacting from a place that you've always done so. It's breaking out of your mold. That's what you have to really get accustomed to doing. And they're not super big risks, but they are. They are risks. They're little risks. And that gives you the confidence. Okay, I'm taking this little bit of a risk. Now, I've taken this risk with a safety net. I've planted the safety net. Now, I've taken risks before with no safety net, and obviously I blew it, but this time I was like, okay, I have a buffer, and I'm going to take this risk, or I'm going to put my neck out there. And it paid off because I wasn't worried about the bottom falling out from underneath me. So it's learning to really be calculated about your intention and being smart about your intention and supporting yourself. That's really it is. You got to lay your own foundation. You have to lay your own groundwork and be the foundation and support. That has to be there before you can take the risk, because there's nothing worse than trying to take a risk and you've got no net and you fall flat on your face, because then you're going to feel disappointed in yourself. You're going to think that you're a failure. You can tend to fall into that spiral of downward thinking, and you don't want to be there. So you just have to know it may not come exactly around the first way. And sometimes it does not hurt to lean into that thing that may not be lighting your fire as much as the other thing is, because you never know how things are gonna circle back and come back around to you. You see? You never know where that sidestep is going to lead you. It could lead you exactly where you want to be. And that's my lesson in recent weeks today. And I've had a lot of other stuff that I've thought about as well. But then again, like I have a flash in the pan, it's there, and then I move on with my next day and I forget about what I wanted to make a video about the day before. So I have to let that all re-bubble up to the surface before I can make another topic video. So I am definitely the epitome of living in the now because anything I said yesterday, I don't remember, because it's poof, it's gone. So that's good in a lot of ways. But then I'm like, what was I thinking 5 minutes ago? Anyway, I'm rambling. This is really where I want to stop this. I hope this topic is encouraging to any of you who are struggling with your intentional manifestations. All right. So I'm going to go for now.